are back in the mix for the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 6 of season 3. Glad that you're here with we. This is brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And in case you didn't know, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And we told y'all we was never abandon y'all. We gonna be here, rain, sleet, or shine, win, lose, or draw. And unfortunately, we got our first loss of the season Sunday, y'all. Man, we ain't undefeated no more. Somebody finally got us, man. That's right. The Denver Broncos bucked their way into Philadelphia and took care of the Eagles down at the link and made us think. You know, so we live the day after, man. Original CP3, what you thinking, man?
I feel like, honestly, what's funny is that most times Eagles fans are depressed after a loss. I don't feel like that, man.
Okay.
Honestly, I kind of feel like it kind of reminds me of like when you kind of done with a relationship and you find out that the girl that you broke up with, find somebody new. And you was already kind of done, and you kind of like, oh,
whatever.
All right, I guess. Okay, all right. Congratulations.
Okay, nice time.
So yeah, it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not that as hurtful as we usually take these losses. So
the original CP3 with a relationship analogy, talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, but he stayed with a relationship analogy. But this is kind of like on par and on brand with what we talking about right now, because we is in a relationship with these Eagles, and I know exactly what you're talking about with that analogy. Like this stung a little bit, but there's nothing that's going to stop your progress and stop you from getting where you're going. It's just a part of the journey. At the end of the day, when you in the field, you're gonna get hit, and we definitely got hit this past Sunday, man. The Denver Broncos came in here, and they played. I don't even want to say they played the complete game. But they made the plays when it matters most, man. And the Philadelphia Eagles, man, we can't put together a complete game to save our lives. But in case y'all didn't know, let me go ahead and put the results up here, because it wasn't like a crazy game. They didn't destroy us or blow us out.
No.
It was one of those back and forth type of games. And I think the Denver Broncos is a good team. But there you see it, man. 21-17. And if you watch this game, it literally was the tale of two halves. And it seems to be the theme of the Philadelphia Eagles season right now, man. 21-7. It was 10-3 at halftime. The Eagles came out, scored 7. And then pretty much nothing after that. The Denver Broncos, as you see, scored 18 points in the second half, man. 18 unanswered points in the second half. That is ridiculous, man. What was you thinking watching this game unfold the way it did after the first half?
I mean, after the first half, I was kind of like, okay, all right, we didn't put up enough points, but maybe, the second half we're going to actually explode, pause like we normally kind of seem to do, where we had the one half, like you said, was kind of whack, but the second half, we do great. But yeah, it was definitely start out good.
I mean, in case y'all don't remember, the original CP3 did pick us to lose this game, man. And I picked us to win. I thought we had the better roster. I still think we got the better roster, but it's football for a reason, man. Any given Sunday for a reason, man. And we wanted the Eagles to come out and play a complete game of football, which they did not do.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't this team string together a complete game? Like what's going on, man?
I mean, that's the question, right? It's like that seems to be. We talked about, I think last week, what's our identity? And right now, our identity is we can't play a freaking complete game. It's like whatever. If we do great in the first half, well, I guess you better be ready for a bad second half. If we do bad in the first half, I guess you better be ready for a great second. I just don't know. I really don't know with this team.
So when we watch the games as fans, is that how we should approach the game now? If we having a great first half, don't celebrate, or should we celebrate all in the first half and prepare to be quiet The second half getting crazy.
Right. Like that's really how it feels right now. It's crazy.
It's mind-boggling. Because it ain't like if it was the second half every game, then we could say, okay, we start slow, we adjust. That's a strength. We can kind of have something to go on, but it's kind of been flip-flopping. One game is the first half, one game second half. And to me, something that's not being talked about right now, to where if we're playing terrible second halves, when we winning, it's fine and good. That's the thing about football and winning. It covers up a lot of stench. Covers up a lot of stench of things that don't look so good, but it's like we can always improve that. We still won. It's cool. But when you lose these games, that smell get a little louder. And your patience, your nose, your patience to smell it get a little lower. And the certain things, if we're losing these games in the second half, that means the other team is out coaching us in the second half. That means the team is making a better plan in the second half. And that comes down to coaching. And I think a lot of what we do comes down to coaching. But to me, the reason we're starting so slow is because our offense has no identity. That's why we inconsistent right now, because we don't know what we're going to get from the week to week. Right. You know, a lot of people call for Jalen Hurts to go ahead and put the ball in the air. They wanted them to be aggressive throwing the ball. And we can go down to the stats and see, you know, what was the case when it comes to that.
Right. No, you're right. I mean,
that happened this game.
Honestly, we are not a defense. We don't have with our defense, we don't have the kind of team right now. We're still figuring out our defense. So we need the offense to put up more than 17 points. Like, honestly, like we really do. Like, we've been fortunate in our first 4 games, but it's like the offense has to they can't do 17 points. That's not going to work for us. Yeah. So, you know, they step it up, man. Like, look at that. 6 carries for 30 yards for Saquon.
I seen a video snapping saying that's malpractice. And I think that's how every fan felt at the end of the game when they says, there is no way in the world Saquon Barkley should have 6 carries. The NFL MVP from last year, not technically, but could have been. The all-time leading rusher in the Eagles history. Damn near set the record last year. You rushing the ball 6 times, that was literally our formula to success. And I do understand we don't have the same O-line. I understand that if nobody does. Right. This game wasn't out of reach to where we had to throw the ball a bunch. Right. We were in control, actually. We were actually up 17 going into the fourth quarter. So I don't know how Saquon only has 6 carries. To me, if I'm just a guy that look at the stat sheets and don't watch the game, the story is right there. I didn't have to watch the game when I see something that glaring on the screen, 6 carries. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into what everybody want to talk to, what everybody wants to complain about this season, and that's this guy right here. We got to talk about it, man. We're not avoiding this no more because it has to be talked about. We lost now, so it's not. We're not doing too much. We got to address these problems. Y'all been saying Jalen Hurts, throw the ball. Jalen Hurts, put it in the air. Y'all want to see him throw the ball. That's what he did. Season high in passing yards. Is this what y'all wanted to see? This type of offense? Are you happy now? Is this what we wanted to see from Jalen? Right. Did it make a difference? Do it make you feel better?
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, yes, I was pleasantly surprised to see. Wait, when I first saw that, I was like, he had 280 yards? Okay. All right. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the offense, but it's like when you look at it, you look at that, but then you actually watch how the game was playing, and they only had 17 points. It's like, okay, I guess. And then you look at Saquon's numbers, it's like, well, why didn't we run up? Like, we had the 280. Mm-hmm. Y'all couldn't figure out ways to run that ball more, to give him more carries, to give him a chance. And keep in mind, Saquon was averaging 5 yards per carry.
Yeah, with that average he had, 5 yards per carry. That's simple math. That's what you learn in 2nd grade, 3rd grade. If you went to a public school, it might have been 4th, but you would have learned. Right. 6 going to 30, 5 times. That's 5 yards to carry. I mean, and this is ridiculous, man. And I didn't really focus on this yesterday. This is something I seen today.
Yeah.
How can we win the game with him carrying the ball 6 times? That's not our formula. That's not our formula. And I don't know if it was a thing to where Sirianni and Kevin, whatever his name is, came out and said, you know what, we got to give them what they want. Because 38 passes, I don't want to see that from Jalen Hurts at no point of time. No point of time. And to me, it wasn't necessarily the amount of pass attempts that was the problem. It was the play design. It was Jalen Hurts not letting the ball go when it was passing plays. So we didn't need to see him pass the ball 15 more times and then don't give Saquon the ball. What are we doing as an offense? We talked about our defense. Original CP3 is very high on this defense, but the defense ain't in final form yet. We trying to figure it out.
No, I mean, honestly, Zach Bond, I'm to talk about the defense. Zach Bond did do a really, really costly penalty that, we could have possibly still pulled this game out if not for him doing what he did. But honestly, I still can't out the fact that they held that team, almost held them to 21 points. They did hold them technically to hold them to 21. If he makes that stop, they hold him to even less. You know what I'm saying? If he makes that stop, or if he doesn't make that penalty, should I say. So, like, the defense did play good. You know what I mean? But, instead of
this was probably the worst game the defense played. And I'm not saying in terms of yards and points.
Right.
In terms of like errors. It was 12 penalties. It was just a sloppy game, period.
Right.
We didn't really get to the quarterback. We had 2 sacks. We let them rush for over 100 yards. So they had a solid all around game. And I don't expect our defense to come out and win it every game. I expect our offense to be able to counteract some weeks. I feel like our defense been bailing us out lately. We needed our offense to score at the end this time, and we just couldn't get it done. But speaking of that penalty, you're talking about the penalty where R.J. Harvey was running the ball, broke to the side, was grabbed by the leg, but he wasn't down yet. He put his hand down and lunged forward for another yard. Zach Bond reacted to the lunge and came over and kind of launched late. But before R.J. Harvey was officially down, he was fighting for yards. But by the time Zach Bond got there, he was down. He was clear down. Some would say he was supposed to be down the first time, but he fought for extra yards. I thought that could have been called or not called. I'm not going to say it was a flagrant. You shouldn't have called it like most fans are saying the day after. But that didn't have to be called at all. That didn't have to be called. That happens all the time in the NFL. Somebody come over, and it wasn't like it was a lot of force. It was just like, just in case.
Right.
Momentum is going to hit you some way, somehow. I thought that was unnecessary. I thought them picking up that grounding call was crazy. I'm going to go ahead and get into the refs, too. And then that last call on Goddard, when he was trying to catch the back shoulder, he was getting held the whole time. There was a lot of stuff going on in this game, and I don't feel like the refs usually don't go against us in key moments.
You're right. That's true.
I'm not going to say they be for us, but it don't usually go against us.
Right.
And it just was all those elements that it take to lose. The defense not playing their best game. The refs not necessarily. It's on the whistle going for the other side. The coaching staff not calling the best game. And then the chemistry ain't really there with the offense. So it was a perfect storm. Led to a loss. But overall, this game, tell a fan base something positive about this game. I know we lost. It's always doom Monday afterwards. But talk to the fan base.
Well, I'm gonna say right now, the defense again, they held them 21 points. Jalen Hurts had 280 yards. Got to figure out the running game. And honestly, even though Saquon did not run for a lot of yards, didn't get a lot of carries, he did again average 5 yards. So offensive line is figuring it out, because I think if memory serves, Landon Dickerson had to come out, We had to have a backup. We have figured out, we're slowly kind of figuring out, even if Landon Dickerson cannot play for us because he's just really battling. He's battling through injuries, man.
He needs to sit down.
You might be right. So in the meantime, though, we have maybe figured out the right replacements for him. That's not Matt Pryor, because Matt Pryor sucks and he needs to just go to the practice squad or whatever. We figured out a way to replace him. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe this next game coming up, especially it's a Saquon coming back to New York.
We're going to get into that.
You know, so it's like it's possibly a game where, you know, we start figuring out the offensive line. We start figuring out that balance. The thing about us is that we got to figure out that balance. We keep asking about, as fans, we keep asking about the balance. Let's see what it looks like. Let's stop doing pass one game, run another game. Let's do it.
Balance and continuity.
Yes.
But he gave you the positive word. Like, I wanted him to give you a positive word, tell y'all why everything is okay, why the sky's not falling. And that's his motto this year anyway. Your optimistic original CP3.
We're still leading the division.
That's a fact. That's a big fact, you know. But I'm gonna go on the other side of it. You see, I'm wearing all black. I'm gonna tell you why I'm concerned. I'm concerned. The number one reason I'm concerned right now is because Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown is not on the same page. And it's not, they're both professionals. I don't want to stir the pot. I know the whole world trying to stir the pot. I'm in Philly. I definitely don't want the pot to be stirred. But it's obvious. I've been calling it for this the second season now. Something ain't right between them two. AJ Hurts don't necessarily care to get him the ball, and like he did in past years. AJ would never go unfed in past years. These last 2 years, I don't know if Hurts is taking more of a command in the offense and he like, relax, comes to you when it comes to you. But there's not a concerted effort to get this man the ball. And AJ, you're getting lazy and your body language sucks. I don't care if you're saying all the right things. Your body language sucks. You came out that route thinking you wasn't going to get the ball. You slowed up and you got overthrew. And then after the press conference, you talking about it was just a miss. It was a miss because you was ready to pout again. Play football. We don't care about all that diva stuff. We don't care how many catches you got, bro. Win the game. Yes, they're not throwing to you like they supposed to. We see that. We already said we on your side. With the whole city see that. But when you go out there and you leave 7 points on the board because you don't think you about to get the ball, when you want the ball, shut up. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to see no tweets. I don't want to see no books. So you catch 3 more touchdown passes because you just literally could have had another one. Could have had almost 200 yards.
Right.
You want to be playing around. See, it's one thing when you doing what you're supposed to be doing and you complain a little bit. But when we see plays like that, I don't want to hear nothing else from you, bro. You don't hear Smitty complaining. It don't matter how many yards he get, even though he is getting more than you, it seemed like lately. But still, bro, do what you're supposed to do. Run your routes hard every time. I don't care if you don't get the ball. That's what our offense is built off of. It could be a run or a pass. It could come to you or not come to you. But overall, that's my done rant for AJ. But Hurts, let the ball go. That's your guy. Stop acting like you ain't got that thing sitting in the garage. Stop acting like it. Get your things going. And I'm talking about Devontae parked on the street. He ready to go now. But you got to warm AJ up. You can't just be throwing AJ the ball in the third quarter. No. You got to warm AJ up before you drive him. By the time the fourth quarter comes, you could throw anything his way because he's warm. You as a quarterback got to see that. That ain't.
I feel like Jalen. I agree with you about AJ. I feel like Jalen is A, trying to get everybody involved. B, I don't see what you said earlier about that he's not trying to look for him like he used to. I still feel like he tries to look for him. I do. I just feel like he's also trying to not be AJ-centric in how he views the field. You know what I'm saying? I feel like before he was being a little AJ-centric. He's trying to get everybody involved and stuff like that. I don't see it as
that's what I mean when I say not looking for AJ. Some plays, no matter what was called, he was only looking at AJ Brown.
Okay.
I didn't mind that so much. So that was a complaint, some.
Okay.
But when you got a receiver like AJ Brown, if you a quarterback and you managing personalities and you want the team to flow how it's supposed to flow, then yes, target your guy that you know going to turn into this if you don't target him. Okay. I feel like Hurts sometimes be like, I don't care what you doing now. Younger Hurts probably wouldn't have did that. This version of Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, got all the juice. I got the rock now. You get the ball when you get the ball. We ain't even gonna talk about you getting the ball. And AJ feel it. I feel like we see that because they said after they came off the sideline, they didn't even talk to each other. They don't talk to each other during the game no more. What type of quarterback and receiver ain't communicating? And I don't want to put too much sauce on it, but this is concerning me.
Nah, man. Put that sauce on it, man. Put that sauce on it.
Something that you can ignore. It's obvious.
Right.
It's obvious. Jalen, you not letting the ball go. AJ Brown, your body language, and it's starting to suck. And it rubs off on the team, bro. You can't say you a leader on one hand and then dogging routes on the next. The tape don't lie. And Kevin, I don't even know if it's you at this point. All I know is you better figure out what worked for this team last year and build off of that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Sirianni, at what point do you step in? You a great over the top guy when you got your guys in place that's handling it. But when it gets like this, last time we seen it was 2023, where you just sat there and let it crumble. I ain't in the rooms. They doing what they doing. No, you a head coach for a reason, bro. Don't let it go this way. These windows ain't super big, bro.
Wait, are you ready to trade AJ? Like for Justin?
I'm not ready to trade AJ. I just need AJ to stop chin all the time and catch the ball when you pose to catch the ball. And you do it most of the time when it comes your way. So I ain't saying you don't. But this Sunday, that touchdown, bro, that was unacceptable, man. That was 7. That was to the crib, bro. That was to the crib. So, and I don't like when you crying, obviously. I could have used it too. I don't like when you crying, obviously, bro. Like come on. Smitty don't do it. I don't want to see it from you. I just don't, bro. And so that's an issue. I'm concerned about that. The defense, I'm optimistic about. Very optimistic about. Best linebacker core I might have seen potentially ever since I've been watching the Eagles. All defensive line going to keep getting better. 97, these reps, he's getting better and better.
That's the problem right there, the defensive line. We talked about that last week, and it's still kind of like
98, getting better and better every week. Smith's on IR, he coming back. Y'all just got to be good. Y'all don't have to be great. I just need y'all to play to good level. The linebacker is going to be great. The secondary is going to be good. So we get good, great, good. That's a solid defense. With the offense we got, we can run our formula again. So I'm not really concerned about the defense, but the offense I'm concerned about, and this is cause for concern. And it's not something that can just be brushed off like it don't matter. Because don't let us go into a little scratch. We just lost to the Broncos any given Sunday. If we don't get this fixed, 2-3 losses, I don't know what can happen if we go there again. And I don't want to find out. So this needs to get fixed, and it needs to get fixed now. But we got a good little home cooking game coming up, a little nice little meal we got coming up in the form of some little Giants that we're going to get into later. But cause for concern, in my opinion. That's why I got on this all black. Don't make me do it, man. Don't make me do it. But overall, I think we don't need to be sounding the alarm, but we do need to be paying attention to these things. So we did fall to the Bucks. It's a small thing to a Giant, you know what I'm saying? Small thing to a Giant, 4-1, still one of the best teams in the NFC, still got our whole season ahead of us. The Broncos is not in the conference, so that's going to affect us when it comes down to that win-loss stuff. And we fairly healthy. We battle a regular injury. So, it's a lot of reasons to be optimistic, but come on, tighten up. Tighten up. And in case y'all didn't know, this is the No Box Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode number 6. And I am one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
That is the original and you better not ever forget it. And now it's time for us to look around the league because we can't just be Eagle focused, even though we are mainly Eagle focused. We keep an eye on the ops around here. Y'all already know that. So we are about to look around the league and just peeking at a few games from this past weekend that might have been consequential to the Eagles. So let's see. That's the one we want to do. Cowboys Jets 37-22. Easy work of the 0-5 Jets. I mean, if they didn't win that, and they was home. So I'm not clapping for that. You did what you were supposed to do. Giants.
Help my fantasy team.
No, it didn't.
Help my fantasy team. Go ahead.
Oh, you got Cowboys on your team?
I do.
I don't believe in that rule. I don't pick nobody from the NFC East, and that might be my strategies. Actually, let me not talk about fantasy.
Guess what's your record? Moving on.
Talk about real football that matters. Get fantasy football. This is reality. I don't care nothing about no fantasy. People playing fantasy and all that. We men not supposed to live in fantasy. But let's go ahead for these Bills, man.
This game was dope. This game was actually dope. Surprising loss by the Bills, but it was a dope game. And
the Bills and the Eagles lost.
Yeah. So yeah.
The Bills and the Eagles lost. Both undefeated.
No
okay. Let me focus the light on this too. The Bills just lost to a lesser team, same record as the Broncos, by the same point margin at home. Nobody's saying anything about their team being volatile. Nobody's trying to make them seem like they're not as good as they are. But you see the Eagles lose, and the whole media just want to put the pressure on us. Why is that?
Well,
Why does Josh Allen get to lose in peace?
Okay, let's be fair. Josh Allen, in most of his games, even in this game, that bull be slinging it. They still run with James. Run James Cook, but that bull be slinging it. It does look a little different. Real talk. It looks a little different when he's throwing the ball to his receivers than when Jalen is. I don't want to slight my quarterback, but I'm gonna have to keep it real. Keep it a bean.
I'm not saying Josh Allen doesn't look better than Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that was a 4-0 team that lost to a lesser opponent, and they got to do it in peace. They didn't have to get everything reconstructed, every layer peeled back. They could just lose. I barely heard about it today. But the Eagles on everybody's top segment, what's going on in Philly? Philly collapse. Philly this. Like, come on, stop it. Let us be. Why y'all like that with us?
Because we the Super Bowl champs, bro.
I understand. It was like that before we even won the Super Bowl. They was like that.
But it's worse now, and I'm fine with it because we're Super Bowl champs. At the end of the day, we want all the smoke.
All the smoke. And you see the Giants got all the smoke down there in New Orleans, and they took that L, so they are coming off a loss, and they fell to 1-4. And we definitely got some more when it comes to them. But last game we peeking in on Commanders, went out there to LA, beat the Chargers pretty convincingly. Great game by them. They looking strong, like a real opponent.
And I think we got it. Yeah, that's making it real. This upcoming game is real important right now.
We'll see them. We're going to have to see them when we see them, even though they made us wait to darn near the end of the season, which I don't understand. But, hey, we'll see. So that's our look around the league. We was heavy NFC East today, and it was a heavy NFC East because guess what? We are playing the Little Giants this Thursday. Yep. But before we get all up into that game, and we will get all up into that game, we want to give somebody a chance to get their rent paid. We want to give somebody a chance to get their rent paid, man. We got this segment where we do a no box sports trivia question, and if you get the answer right,
you pay the rent.
The original CP3 will pay your rent for a month. Gotta be on Section 8 though. That is the disclaimer. But if you get this question right, I want you to type it in the comments. Don't cheat. Don't go ask AI. If you really get the answer, type it in the comments. We're going to get at y'all. Now, here is the no box trivia question. Who started every game at right tackle for all 9 of his seasons in Philadelphia from 2000 to 2008. Read it
Too
to
easy.
people one more time.
It's too easy.
Read it to them one more time so they understand.
Who started every game at right tackle for all 9 of his seasons in Philadelphia from 2000 to 2008? What Eagles player? Former Eagles player at this point. Come on.
Yeah, he said that's easy. He already know the answer. But if you know the answer, type it in the comments. We're going to come back after we preview this Eagles next game. And we're going to see the original CP3 got it right. Because last time I think he got it right. He might trying to get a little shriek going. I don't think he got it right, but we'll see. But we're going to get into that. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us. And y'all got to know this is the No Box Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode number 6, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I gotta let you know that I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3. You better not ever forget it. And we are going into a game this Thursday, and we don't even got a full week to forget this loss we just took Sunday. We literally going short week. We don't got a bunch of time to lick our wounds and think about the loss, which is good. Go back out and play. But the Philadelphia Eagles, we going to take a trip up 95 South to the New York Giants to MetLife Stadium this Thursday night. I hate Thursday night games, by the way. Can't stand them. They're terrible. They're ugly. But it's on brand with the type of football we play now. Maybe every game should be a Thursday night game for us. But yes, we are going up to New York, and we are playing the New York Little Giants, man. And we about to really go into a game versus our division rivals. And they don't have much going right now, but I was thinking about this today, man, and they do got something over there. They got a new quarterback, man. They got a new quarterback, unpredictable. So the question is, are you afraid of the dart? Jackson Dart, that is.
No. I'm concerned about the offense. I mean, the defensive line play, because that would really make me feel. If we had Nolan Smith back, I would really feel better. But no, I'm not, man. I think that Neighbors not being in the game is going to help us. So I think our cornerbacks can cause problems for Dart, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for this game, man.
Neighbors not in this game. Why Neighbors not in this game?
Because I think he got torn ACL.
Torn
right?
ACL out for the year. Malik Neighbors, one of the best receivers in the league.
Yeah. Make sure you start AJ Dillon and Saquon and Hurts in your lineup for fantasy. Just
AJ Dillon. I ain't got no choice but to start Hurts. I mean, I don't feel super good about it, but Saquon, I think this might be his game. But you said you're not afraid of the dart, number 6.
Nah,
he won his first game versus the Chargers, though.
Because we got number 30.
Number 30
and Jahad Campbell. Okay. And we got Zach Bond. Okay. And we got one of the best top 5 cornerbacks in the league. So I'm good.
One of the top 5 cornerbacks in the league.
Quinyon? No, he's not.
Oh, you talking about Quinyon? I thought you was talking about I thought you was talking about Cooper DeJean.
I mean, tackle wise, that guy, man, shout out to Cooper DeJean, man. He's trying for that Pro Bowl. Just so based on tackles.
You're not talking about Quinyon. You're not talking about Cooper DeJean.
I'm not talking about Quinyon.
You're talking about your guy.
Yeah. Whatever. That's right. Whatever.
I just need y'all to know we do have the official CP3, original CP3 Quinyon Mitchell live counter. How many times he says Quinyon Mitchell this whole season. That is one of his favorite players. If y'all want to buy him a jersey and send it to him, get him a Quinyon jersey. But the question is, are you afraid of the dart? And I guess you wasn't afraid of the dart. I'm not afraid of the dart either, man. I'm not nowhere near afraid of the dart. He's a rookie quarterback. He doesn't really know how to read defenses yet. He's playing off raw talent. All you got to do is scheme against him aggressively 1 minute and then strategically the next. And I feel like his brain to be scrambled. And like you said, he don't have Malik Neighbors. He got a white running back, Scatterboo, and I don't believe in those. I just
don't do that. Don't.
The only white running back I believe in is Shipley. That's where the buck stop at. Because he got an Eagles green on. So But I just don't think they got what it takes over there. Now I do think they have a solid defense, great defensive line.
Right.
Young, fast defense. But at the end of the day, they don't have enough. They don't have nearly enough. And if Jackson Dart has some weapons, and maybe next year they can make some noise. But when it comes to the bull Dart, I don't think he's hitting his targets. And we coming off a loss. That's even worse for y'all. So I think it might get dark for y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. The Eagles gonna win this game if they do well. What's the keys to the game for the Philadelphia Eagles to not feel this pain?
Balance, more so running the ball, and no stupid penalties. No stupid penalties.
Don't beat yourself.
Don't beat yourself. Yep.
Don't beat yourself. Yep. I'll say the key to the game is run the ball more than 6 times. I ain't saying nothing else. If Saquon don't got at least 15 rushes, don't come back to Philly, bro. Don't come back to Philly, Kevin.
Amen.
Just stay up there with Dart.
Right.
Start getting their offense together because you're gonna be looking for a job next year anyway. We don't have a lot of patience in Philly when we're supposed to be winning and we're not. We just don't. So the key to the game is run the ball with Saquon. I don't care about all this passing stuff and getting cute. Let the passing game come when we need it, like it did last year in Cincinnati. The passing game ain't look good till we played Cincinnati. That was like 7 games in the season. We was struggling but we was running the ball.
Right.
Run the ball, and the way we run the ball with Saquon is cumulative. It's not just 7 rushes for 90 yards. It don't go like that. It's wear you down first half, wear you down third quarter, fourth quarter, keep going. 70. He can't do that with 6 carries. He can't do it with 6 carries.
Right.
We did have a few good carries this game. We need to get that rolling. So that's my key to the game. I don't need to say nothing else. I now said all I need to say to AJ. I said all I need to say to Hurts. I said all I need to say to Sirianni. Get that man 26 the ball. If he plays, monitor that situation because he does have an ankle injury. He is on the injury report. And I did see when he injured his ankle last game because he ran out. He came out the game for maybe a good 6 plays. But it swelled up on him and he's not practicing. I'm not going to say he might not play. He might not play. So keep an eye on that. If Saquon don't play, I still think we need to run the ball more than 6 times and we'll beat him. So we might as well go ahead and get into the predictions, man. I'll go ahead and go first since I just said it anyway. I don't have any reservations about us winning this game at all. And in fact, I'm willing to bet. I ain't even going to go overboard with it because that's when things happen. But I have no reservations about us winning this game at all. They're a lesser team. We coming off a loss. This will be really concerning if we lost this game, but I don't think it happened. There's no chance in hell. We beat the Giants, I think, fairly easily, 34-20, maybe 17. Eagles.
I'm gonna say Eagles win. But I agree with your optimism. I'm gonna say 28. I'm gonna say 28-13.
28-13. So we beat them by more than 1 score. I don't know what the line is. I should have looked it up, but we handle them is what we both saying. We handle the Little Giants fairly easy, and we move to 5-1, and we get extra days of rest, get a mini bye week, and we get to prepare for, I believe our next opponent will be Minnesota after that, if I'm not mistaken. So, yes, let's get to it. Let's get this win. And that is what we both think. So, I think we're even on the season, actually. I think one game I picked us to win and you picked us to lose, and it didn't happen. And then last game it was reversed. But y'all tracking the records out there. We'll have an updated count for y'all coming soon. But that is our Philadelphia Eagles versus New York Giants preview. But now we about to pay somebody rent. I hope y'all ready out there. We about to pay somebody rent with this trivia question, man. No box trivia question. Here we go. Who started every game at right tackle for all 9 of his seasons in Philadelphia from 2000 to 2008? Before we reveal the answer, let's see what your answer is.
Me?
Yeah, we got.
I'm gonna say it's got to be John Runyon.
It's gotta be John Runyon.
It's gotta be.
Like that means it's definite when you say it gotta be.
It's gotta be John Runyon.
All right, let's go ahead and do the drum roll and give it to the people then. John Runyon, the original CP3. Question for the second straight week in a row. So I guess he don't gotta pay nobody rent again. If he get it right, he don't gotta pay the rent.
Kelly Green, baby, Kelly Green.
I gotta do a better job next week. I gotta get y'all rent paid. I'm sorry. I'll get y'all rent paid next week. I promise. But guess what? The tackles. Who the other tackle? Let them know. Give them some history.
We don't know the guards, but everybody knows the tackles. Trey Thomas and John Runyon. Come on now.
Big Trey, 72, 69. You know, freaky the way.
My favorite number.
You know what? We're going to go ahead and end the episode right there because he getting a little bit too deep in the mix. And this was the No Box Sports Podcast After Dark Season 3, episode number 6, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And in case you forgot, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3. The original CP69. And you better not ever forget it. And guess what? Eagles, we taking flight. We got a short flight up there to New York. We're going to go handle our business. We're going to smack on them. And then we're going to be back here for episode 7, feeling good like we in heaven. But until next time, holla at us. Throw a dollar at us. Oh, and go look at them episodes, man. We got 3 seasons on YouTube right now. I think it's darn near 50 episodes.
Come on now.
Tap in with us, man. We here. We've been on the ground since 2023 when we had that collapse. Hopefully this ain't a season like that, but go check in with us. Like this, comment on it, subscribe it, share, especially if you're watching it. If you're watching this and not sharing, I'm going to come see you. I'm bringing Jalen Carter too. You better be ready. But we going to holler at y'all and throw a dollar at y'all. Until next time, this has been the No Box Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode number 6.